What's poppin', everyone? It's B.A.D with another video. Today we're gonna run the new game mode Play with Fire on Bloons Tower Defense Battles 2. I have not tried Play with Fire before. This is my first ever time, and I know I'm pretty late, right? I mean, I haven't been playing this season too much, and I do plan on grinding it out, and I'm trying to get to Hall of Masters this season. And I'm actually recording this audio later because I accidentally kept the game volume up while I was reacting and whatnot. So this is actually later, and but I guess that's good because we get to review it. Now, the first map was Sands of Time, which is really good. I chose Ben because, you know, this is my favorite map, and my towers that I normally choose, I felt like could probably hard defend it on their own. I love going Submarine, Sniper, and Buccaneer, which is exactly what I do this game. He also goes DJ Ben, and he's a Yellow Stadium player, and no offense to the Yellow Stadium players, but I mean, they're not that good, because it is the starting stadium, and it, you know, no offense, like I said. We all get stuck somewhere sometimes, and I'll say Yellow and White Arena are the places that people get stuck at the most, for sure, and it's due to like the lack of access of tier 4s and tier 5s. And usually the strat for facing these dudes is to pretty much just rush them, and they usually can't handle a rush. Especially when you're actually playing ranked, but this isn't ranked, so I believe everyone has access to everything, so that's good. Good for him. It would be better for us the other way, but it's still good for us because the Yellow Stadium is still easy at the end of the day. And so what I started out with was I started sending the blues because I noticed that, you know, when you send balloons out, it sends it to you as well. So I want to do something that's maybe efficient so that I don't overwhelm myself too much, because as you see, my life started to drain pretty quickly with the Monkey Buccaneer. Of course, we always start with putting the Monkey Buccaneer in the middle, doing the 2 middle upgrades so that we can go to the cannon ship as fast as possible. And it was kind of a photo finish type thing where we got the cannon ship with only 55 lives left. If we waited even 30, like let's say 20 more seconds, we probably would have lost. And it looks like he's still leaking, but he is able to defend at this point, and we just started sending out balloon sends that are efficient. And I did this mainly because I was thinking that when you send out the balloons, since it does it on both sides of the screen, I thought it gives the eco to both people, but I don't think that's the case anymore. But it could be still, I'm not sure. But what I do know is that it gives you double the eco, which is good, which makes the game really, really fun. And we went with the faster shooting and double shot on the Monkey Buccaneer. Now, yeah, that kind of leaves the question, well, what about camo balloons on round 12? Well, we have the submarine for that, and that's actually the next thing we end up going. We put Ben down as soon as possible because, you know, he gives us that extra money. But from here, it's really saving up until we get the Monkey Submarine, because the nuclear reactor dude, the nuclear reactor version of this, is really, really good at hard defending round 11. I don't know if it can by itself, but it, along with the cannon ship, definitely can defend against round 11 rushes, which is very, very powerful because those rushes are some of the like deadliest rushes in the game, honestly. And by the way, if you're in Yellow Stadium, that's your #1 go-to. You want to rush that as soon as possible. The second you get it, you want to send like 2,000 or 3,000 at it at your opponent, and you'll beat pretty much anyone in Yellow Stadium by doing that, and you'll beat most people in White Stadium by doing that as well. So from here we start sending black balloons out because it's pretty efficient, and it looks like he's having an extremely hard time defending. I don't know if he's sending balloons out as well. It looks like he is. Yeah, no. What am I talking about? Obviously he is. And it looks like it's kind of screwing him a bit. I don't know if he notices that. But from here we pretty much go snipers. But it didn't matter because he took the L pretty quickly. So that's kind of an issue with this game mode. If you feel like, you know, you're getting overwhelmed, you need to make sure that you're not sending balloons out that will hurt you. And what's nice is that we got a lot of experience for our towers, even though that was a quick match. So I love that for sure. then let's see what we get. The Cash, the Cannon, the Buccaneer, the Cannon dude, I forget his name, and Universal XP is pretty nice. So from here, the servers, I don't know if it was my connection or the opponent's connections that were trying to connect, or the servers themselves, or what, but we had a lot of trouble connecting to an opponent. So I'm going to skip forward a tiny bit. Okay, so we found an opponent. Ports is the first thing. I hate that map, so I'm glad he skipped it. Castle Ruins is kind of whatever, but it's a little harder to defend compared to some, so I didn't want to do that on some of my first tries. And we got Sands of Time again. Sands of Time is actually my favorite map, I think. That, or like maybe the Docks. And we're facing another yellow player, so it should be pretty easy. But from what I remember with this match, it was definitely it definitely lasted longer than the other one. This guy had much more potential to get to the end game, but he definitely makes a vital mistake that you'll see. And for some reason my emotes are not working, which was kind of weird. But he chose Oben, which is probably the hero that I would choose second most outside of Ben, because I'm a guy who likes money production a lot, and Ben produces a lot of money, and Oben produces a lot of money for sure. He's really good with the tree, especially in this map, because, you know, there's the intersection that all balloons have to end up going down, and so there's two chances for their balloon sends and just the regular round balloons to hit the tree, which is good because it gives you money and whatnot. And even though you can use the ability to make, once the tree ability comes back up, it'll automatically destroy the tree, but it won't give you as much money, it'll take longer, so you definitely want to fill it up with balloons. And we're going the middle path on the Buccaneer. We're putting him right in the middle as we did last game. This isn't like a for sure going to work every time strategy. I think it possibly could for early game up to like round 11. But you guys saw how close I was to dying the first game, so I have to play more in order to confirm that, and they did get the first blood on me. So that's one thing, is if you want to get first blood, this might not be the best strategy. A lot of the times I'll go wizard with the fire placement in the middle, the wall of fire. That's actually pretty good at hard defending early on in the game, but it's kind of a waste of money in the sense that like it falls off very quickly. Like once black and white balloons come out, it doesn't hard defend on its own from that point, which of course by that point you'll have more towers. It's just that you don't want to waste too much money on a tower that is not going to last, and that's kind of the issue with the Wizard Monkey, is he's good early and sucks late. So if you can beat him early, then he was a good investment, but if you last until the late game, maybe not so much. So you guys know the strat. We go cannon ship, we're gonna go faster firing the double shot, and we're gonna put the sub down, go with the top path to hard defend, and we put Benjamin down once we could. And this dude is going with the tack shooters in the middle, which at first I didn't know what to think. I was thinking, well, that's going to be really good defense early on for him, but we would have to see if that's good defense later on, because obviously those are not going to do almost anything to like DDTs. So that's kind of the issue with them, but maybe they are good, and I know a lot of top players use them a lot. But so far so good. But I don't know if they use them because they're good or just for fun or what. Probably, I mean, they have to be good enough, right? Alright, so from here, we were gonna go sniper and get our farm up as much as possible. But it kind of ended up not working out that way because it got a little harder to defend. And so I want to go with the top path submarine. So even though, you know, the sniper adds on to our defenses a pretty good amount, especially if we upgraded the top a little more. Even though it does that, we definitely want the submarine down. And, you know, I just realized playing this again that I put 2 submarines down. When I was playing, I straight up forgot that I put the first submarine down. Now, I was wondering, at first I had a trouble placing him. I'm like, wait a minute, do I not have room? But no, I literally had another submarine down, and I never realized it. And I think I even upgraded, but oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Looking back at it, I really upgraded both of them like that. That was definitely a huge mistake. Don't do that. You only need one of these. And so I started sending zebras out to see how well he can defend against them and how well I can defend against them. And that's kind of one thing about this game mode, is you can kind of test your defenses a little bit before they send out a huge rush at you. And as you can tell, we are defending the zebras pretty well. And it'll get better too if we upgrade the nuclear submarine to the 502 path. I'm pretty sure that adds on to its popping power. And we're getting very close to doing the airdrop on the sniper monkey, which is very, very good for us. And I started sending yellows out, but then I was like, well, we need to do something efficient so that we can get the supply drop online. And we have it, and it looks like he also has one. So he's kind of doing a similar strategy to me, and it's really going to come down to who's the best at sniper farming, who can send out balloons at the right moments instead of upgrading their snipers, and who can complement those snipers the best. And you know, I have some experience with it. I have some experience, and I would say that I'm pretty decent at it. So I wasn't too worried, especially because I feel like my eco has been better than his. But I don't know. I can't tell. It looks like, is it just me sending the green balloons out right now, or is he also doing that? I can't tell. I can't tell if those are 2 green balloon rushes or not. So anyways, so far we're good. We got 2 sniper farms down. He only has 1, but he's about to get his 2nd. But we're about to get our 3rd. So we are ahead of him in the eco farming when it comes to the snipers. So that's really, really good for us. You know, getting ahead in eco early on definitely exponentially makes you better throughout the game. So you always want to really invest early on. You want to keep on doing that, keep on investing. Of course, the strategy is like, you know, invest as much as possible with as little defense as possible, but make sure you still are defending, and it's kind of just finding a balance with that. Luckily, I've played this strategy quite a bit, and I'm pretty comfortable with it. He went the bottom pass sniper, which I don't know why he did that. In my opinion, the bottom pass sniper is very, very bad, and it's kind of a huge waste of money. And I had to check the rules because I was like, wait, if I send them out, does it give him the eco or not? But it doesn't say anything about giving him the eco. So from there, I was like, okay, well, looks like I'm not losing anything by sending pinks out then. And so I started sending pinks out to get that eco up a lot. And as you could tell, the pinks are giving us almost 5 eco per send, which is very, very good. Very, very good. So we are increasing our eco by a lot. And it almost seems like Bloons sends farming might be better. It's weird. The dynamic in this game is so weird because normally alternate eco farming plus Bloon eco farming, like Bloon eco farming is probably ultimately the best. And whenever you're doing alternate eco farming, you want to do Bloon eco anyways. But normally, alternate eco farming is very safe because you can send out, first of all, it's increasing your defenses while you increase your eco instead of just like attacking them. But it also makes it so that your eco is not dependent on the actual eco itself. Like you can send out a ZOMG or a B.A.D or DDTs, and it'll lower your eco, but your sniper farms will still be giving you the money, so you're not reliant on it and you can send whatever you want. And so that's what makes it good normally. But in this game mode, it looks like the amount of eco you get from the balloons, since it's doubled, it's just so much that you want to focus that even more, it feels like. Luckily, we're getting so much money that we're able to do both, and so we go with the 5th tier sniper so that all of our snipers have lower cooldown, We get the 5,000 cash drop from that dude. And don't do what I just did and give it to a random sniper. Check your snipers out and see which one has the lowest reload time on their ability, or the lowest cooldown on their ability. If it's their ability is about to come up, you need to upgrade that one, so you get the 5,000 instead of a 2,000, and you have to wait on the 5,000. You would get the 5,000 immediately. And so from here we go monkey pirates, because the monkey pirates are really good at they take down 3 Moab class balloons that aren't bads. They just straight up take it down immediately. So we went with the pirate lord. He's super good at that. And basically my idea was, since he doesn't have any top pass snipers out, we're gonna put some top pass snipers down ourselves, because we're going to go with the DDT rush. And since we're going with the DDT rush, it's going to send it to us as well. So what we want to do is slow down the DDTs and take out the first few DDTs immediately with the monkey pirates. Because if we do that, then pretty much we will defend our own sends enough to the point where we'll either destroy them or at least slow them down enough to where he dies from it first. And honestly, with the amount of money we make in this game mode, we could probably just hard defend DDTs at some point real soon. There's probably a better strat where you can hard defend, but we just started sending them out from here. I wanted to make sure I was prepared. I was looking around at everything. I upgraded my snipers a pretty good amount so far, so we definitely are in a very strong position. And so I put it on fortified, and we start sending out DDTs. And from here I'm like, okay, when I see 3 of them on the screen, we're gonna use the pirate ability. There we go, we can use the pirate ability, take out 3. And they're just stunning them. And as you can tell, the stunning made it so that they didn't get to our end goal first. It went to his end goal first, and he wasn't able to defend even one of them. And I think that's mainly because of the tack shooters. So we took 2 dubs in a row. Those are my first 2 games ever played on this game mode. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about this new game mode if you played it. I think it's super fun. Those 2 matches were really fun to me. It was really fun learning the new strats and stuff, and I could tell that there's a lot of different stuff you can do in that game mode. So I'm definitely hyped to run it more. And look at all the new store items. I didn't check these out too much yet. But anyways, guys, that was the video. And until next time, I'll catch you later. Bye!